So we are here at SCC. It's the Community College of Spokane. They also have SFCC. That's where I went to school. And here's what we're doing. We're going to go check out the bookstore. That's where we designed a collab with them. It's a smaller capsule. They reached out because I am an alum of SFCC. It's where I built the foundation of my entire career, is off of graphic design and my time spent. And when I was, 17, 18, 19, learning the skills that I have now that I still use with the Great PW and all the design, all the video stuff, the motion graphics. So we did a really awesome capsule for them. We're gonna go check out that merch. That's in their bookstore. We're gonna head over to SFCC and I'll show you some of the campus where I went to school. My buddy, now that we were peers, before I did the Great PW, I worked as a graphic designer. My buddy John now runs the whole program. We'll go say hi to John. I know he's over there. But yeah, so this is like a collab that's very near and dear to my heart because my entire life was kind of built off the foundation of the skill set that I got going to the Community College of Spokane. It was a 2-year degree and it really set me off of the trajectory of like all the stuff, Carlos, all the stuff we get to do all the time. And it's helped me build a really fun life for myself, my family, and the people around me. So we're gonna go check out the display. I saw it earlier, it actually looks really awesome. And then we'll head over to SFCC. Will's here from Denver, and he's with us. So
hello.
Will was also my roommate in college. He just happens to be here in Spokane, and he's also homeless.
What are you gonna do?
So yeah, so we checked out the bookstore build out here at SCC. We're gonna head over to the falls now and check out my old stomping grounds where I was every single day, and I absolutely loved it. So let's go head over there. Let's roll. We're at SFCC. It's over by the river. This is where I went to school almost 20 years ago. This is like fine art, so kind of rad. As you can see, the shape of the roof up top. Carlos, I don't know if you ever went up there. Up top is the same shape. So we went up there and skated. They're like spines. So yeah, we skateboarded on the roof one time. And then we're gonna go over to more technical arts. That's where the graphic design program is. I think John Mojica's in there. He runs the place now. Just kind of actually really surreal to be out here because I spent so much time. I've been back a few times doing different speaking stuff, but never here, like at the design building. So, oh look, you got some little Keith Haring. Little Keith Haring knockoffs. Anyways, oh, you know what skate spot's also here? Do you know the long blue flat bar handrail?
This one right here?
It's around the corner. It's from the cafeteria.
Maybe
it's like a flat three.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let's go head over to the building. Oh my gosh, that smell. That's crazy. The smell of this building has not changed. It smells like bright young minds. How many times I walked up these stairs. If it's still laid out the same, there's like a lab full of computers. Wow, this is so crazy.
Pretty much all these rooms here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the student work from last spring are here.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, all this, like we want to probably film all this stuff.
We got some of that. So along the hallway.
So yeah, so John actually created a weekend summer camp for designers. That's what this is. This here was Collective Camp Out, which was rad, which is, I mean, I don't know how many years ago John had me out to speak, and I taught a class or two out there, which was super fun. But is it on an island, or you have to boat out to it?
Yeah, it was at Camp Swaylocken in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Yeah, so you boat out there. You can sleep in teepees, but it was just this creative weekend for designers and artists, and there's painting. But it's really just an awesome weekend of being outdoors. I mean, there was music, there was all types of stuff, and this was such a rad event. And I'm sure people ask you all the time, when are you going to bring it back? Dude, it was a fun couple of years for sure.
For them, I don't.
Let's see what they're teaching in our schools. Active attacker. Run, hide, fight, sneak up on them.
I don't expect them.
Which one are you, Carlos? Are you a runner? No, you're the guy with the gun. That's good.
Well, not on campus. We're going to clarify that. I can't. It is illegal.
I don't think I'd be the guy bent over.
You'd go run to hide, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sneak attack.
Which I was.
Oh, cool. This goes with the digital
Yeah.
stuff on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Cool.
this particular project, I'm like, pick 3 items that you want to put your stuff on.
So yeah, that's kind of a wrap. We went and saw the collab over at SCC, did the tour of SFCC. We got to see my good buddy John Mojica. It was great to chat with him and also just to be in that building. Man, it felt like I could almost feel like my younger self. It was really, really cool. And also just to kind of look back at how far I've come as a designer, as a creative. Man, this was like super fulfilling to be here and check this out. So yeah, now we're gonna go get Will a sandwich. This guy's hungry.
He's still here with us?
Yeah. So yeah.
Good morning. Hi, I'm John Mojica. I'm a graphic design instructor and program lead to the program, and I'm totally not interested. I get the privilege of introducing a friend of mine. We've been friends for about 14 years. He's been an inspiration to myself and the community I serve. So when he asked, or was asked for me to come introduce him, I was skeptical, but here I am. I'll go ahead and introduce him by reading some words and stuff. Born and raised in the Hilliard neighborhood, Joel's roots run deep in the city. He started out right here at Spokane Falls Community College, and where he earned a degree in graphic design. That education didn't just give him technical skills, it gave him the confidence and foundation to dream bigger. Since then, Joel has designed for national brands like MTV, Nickelodeon, and AT&T. But he didn't stop right there. He took what he learned at SSCC and built something of his own, the Great BMW. A brand that started in Spokane and went on to put Northwest pride on the national stage. Today, Joel is a father of 5, an entrepreneur, a designer, and a business coach who has built a life he intentionally designed, a life that started with the Great Spokane Falls. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my friend, Joel Barbour.
All right. First, thank you for having me. It's truly an honor. And man, that John. Also, as you can tell, I cry super easy. So just feeling this morning, I'm coming in like, oh, this is pretty easy. I talk about stuff all the time. The reason I feel so on the verge of tears is because what you guys do matters. I mean, it really matters. I'll get this out. We'll get these out, and hopefully we're going to blow it. So, which is completely unexpected until seeing all the speakers and realizing going through I knew my audience, but like I deal with CPAs, investors, all bookkeepers, whatever. Like their jobs don't matter. Like on to the next one. Hopefully you guys, it's not on to the next teacher. And that goes to show where, earlier people have been here 20, 30 plus years. I know from my experience, my instructors, which I'll get into today, poured into me. I don't know why I'm still choked up, maybe some water or something. But I will say, seeing my buddy John up here introducing me, it was like this very comical, proud moment because, when we're in our 20s in the industry, and I'm like, how did we get here? Especially as a teenager, I get kicked off this campus for skateboarding. So, which is really funny because I speak at a lot of colleges, and that's just the common thing. Like, hey, thanks for having me back, because I was in handcuffs last time. So seeing John up there, and I know he shot me a text. I feel like I fired that email off within like 2 minutes. Like, thanks a lot. Like, you don't know what you just wrote me into. He was telling me about like I didn't know the full extent of what I was getting myself into either. But I did to see you, John, and then to see how our lives are parallel, where I'm like, man, you know, we got a few more grays, a few more life scars, but we've also built careers with our degrees from the design program. You know, like that laundry list of clients and projects, you know, where, yeah, we're absolutely experts at what we do. You know, that's because the program is that good. And when I think about that, when I think about the last, you know, now almost 20 years removed, and like John said, I have 5 kids, we have 5 businesses, it's a lot. And so to look back, that man, that's something like both of us can really hang our hat on this. I remember being shoulder to shoulder with John, kind of in the trenches of design and clients and all these things. And I remember you telling me, you know, how you're taking over the program, and I was like, we were just kids. Like, how are you? What? You know? Are you sure that's what you want to do? Is the school sure that's? No, truly one of the best designers I know. Amazing guy. Seriously, So when I was thinking through, like, what changed? I went to school for like a year, not knowing what I wanted to do. Didn't even know the design program existed. Always did art stuff when I was younger. So I was like a year and just kind of bounced around. Probably what you guys see. I know Gary was saying she had to come back, you know. And it was so overwhelming. But then finding the design program, so it's a 2-year program. And I was trying to think of my 18-year-old self then, you know, still a child leaving, you know, in all aspects. But I was like, just the confidence, learning it because of the skill set, because of the intensive, but extremely intentional program. Oh, dude, thank you. I was hoping somebody here to cry for water. It's some water. That's a friend right there. Anybody else? But I was really, it's the intentionality of the program as a whole, the way it's built. You know, and it's, I've watched it change over the years, but at its core, they really, really teach it right. And the teachers, you know, when I think back of like my very first day, which was funny, this was like locked deep in my memory. I never thought about this. And literally day 1, class 1, and the late John Smith, he's like, hey, Dad, everybody go around, like, why are you here? You know, so I kind of did this, like, well, I like art, so this is what I want to do. And he just was like, no. This graphic design is not fine art. You know, and I kind of, shit. But it's so true. And I honestly still tell employees that today, because I hire a lot of designers. If you can't explain why you did something, like, you're not an artist here. You're a visual artist, but it's 2 different things. To my point, the staff there in the design program, and probably every program I can only assume, it's so intentional. You guys aren't just checking boxes, go on your way, I'm doing my job. And it took, so you guys probably all, you're not that far into great styles. I was going to like immediate program because I said, I'm going to go do some skateboarding thing or whatever. I just came here and it took, and I still have these people in my life, and I hope you guys have these people in your life because I know you are. These people to a lot of people, a lot of students. It took Greg, like, believing in me more. Man, I thought I'd do this out. You do this stuff and stuff. But this is how much I give a damn and how great and meaningful the work you do. Why don't you just do a round of applause so I get some cheers out? Man, I feel like a child with this. Thanks for suffering through this. But Greg just told me aside, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this design thing. It's kind of hard, you know. And he just was like, and with that program, you know, the design program, you kind of know where people stack up. And I knew I was good at it, and he just basically, in a roundabout way, was like, "That's a dumb idea. You just see this through. You're talented." And so I did, and so I came out the other side, and he built my confidence when I didn't have it. That confidence, when I go apply for jobs, 'cause I'm thinking, like a lot of students, they show up like, what do I want to do as a job? And like, I didn't know I knew I wanted to do design, but like the confidence that gave me, borderline ego in a big head, because I knew how good I was, anytime I put my portfolio out there, I was gonna kill it. If you just interview, like I knew what I was capable of. And that confidence came because of the skill set that I left with. It was essentially just a fact. It wasn't like, which is funny now looking back at like a 20-something-year-old having that confidence is laughable. Especially now, knowing how high the bar is, but like I got my first job at Inlander, and I still work with Ted and Jared at Inlander 20 years later. They've still been friends, and yeah, and when they asked me in an interview, like, how often do you use these design programs? Like, every day. Every day, literally my toothbrush was next to the computer. That's one thing, well, I'm not kidding you, a little bit less. Like, I loved it. You know, so I put in the time, and through that, I did build careers in the industry with John, like you said, you know, MTV, Nickelodeon, some really big clients, and it was great. It was great that those clients had the confidence in me. They didn't even, their dollars were literally behind these projects, you know, they were absolutely invested. And that then builds confidence. They weren't trying to build confidence. They were just, I was living a body that paid for it. But it allowed me to realize like what I truly was capable of. That really started just like tailoring campus for that guy, not knowing which building I'm supposed to go to, confused as all hell, and coming out of the side years later in an industry with the skill set like graphic design, which is so massive, you know, and they hear you talk about how you use it. It's something that you run a nonprofit, like that's wild. That the areas that the design you can take, right? And so then I started my own clothing company, and that was business number one, and like that was built off graphic design, 100%. I couldn't have done that without a degree from from SFCC. Trust me, I work with a lot of designers who are self-taught. The foundation isn't there. The confidence isn't there. It's a lot of guesswork. We hire them, we have them on staff. There's a lot of work to do. But having that foundation was so pivotal when I went and started my first business. And this is a completely other story, but I actually left the falls. I checked all the boxes, but I still had a few classes. Like, I did do some self-paced classes. So like 2 years ago, it like hit me, like, I know I don't need a degree, but I don't actually have my degree. I know my resume said I had a degree, right? Because I'm like, you're not good. So, but at this point, I've been doing my own thing for 11, 12 years. So what the hell do I need a degree for? I've just literally sold tens of millions of dollars of my product. Like, I don't need this. But there was something, the weight of a degree. I'm gonna start crying all over again. When I got that thing in the mail, I was so proud. I didn't even expect it, but it came in the office, and I'm like, looking at this thing, oh cool. But then a couple days later, I read it. I read what it said, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize the weight of a degree, the weight of, regardless, a degree of whatever field you go into, it says like, you did the damn thing, you put in the work. Like, so, I'll give some claps, yes. So we fast forward, and now I will say I still love designing, I still love creative directing. The majority of my time is still at the Great PW, building that business. I mean, it is truly where I feel at most home. But I've also realized that this confidence that started, like the confidence in design. Well, now I have the confidence to make my own decisions, to realize like, oh, there are no rules to what, there is no ceiling. I got to remove that, of what I was told, and design a life however the heck I want that to be. And our careers, our vocation that we absolutely love has parameters. You know, it has demands. My team, I know sometimes I feel like I've just created this monster that just I have to constantly feed, and it does dictate my schedule. But for the most part, I've tried over the years to design my life using the same elements of design. Like we use color and typography to really create something that's beautiful, that's bold, that's, you know, where I see myself, my family, and everybody around me thriving. Truly just breaking the mold of like, there is no rules to what you can do or how this should look, that it can get messy. You know, hearing about the restaurant stuff, we opened a restaurant, and when you were talking about opening and closing restaurants, it's like, that made me feel a lot better because I decided to open a pizza restaurant a couple years ago, and you know, you're just writing checks until you close it. And, you know, there's another degree, you know, which just costs a lot more. You know, so there's life lessons there, and even that. Okay, let's put that in the design. Let's learn from that. You know, we want to spend time with where we can make an impact, and really trying to create a balanced life. So now I'm also designing my life, and you know, looking back at my time, the confidence built when I was just out of high school, trying to find a parking spot, you know, stressed to get to class. It's a beautiful thing to realize that the degree I got was not about design. Clearly it was not about design. It wasn't about business. There was something about the weight of that. There was something about, Joel, you took it, something that was nothing more than a dream and an idea, a lot of fucking hard work, and you built something off a degree. You didn't know where it was going to lead. I think where a lot of us are, I think a lot of students really don't know where it's going to lead. But you put in the time, you put in the reps, you put in the hard work. You know, I think about, oh, I brushed my teeth next to my computer. Well, because I was absolutely a kid obsessed with design, and I'm telling you, I still am. And, you know, realizing that you can create something, but you need the family around you. And you guys do that. Unknowingly or knowingly, what you do for students who show up scared about their future, the unknown. Man, you get to direct them like, oh, you can do this, you can do this. I thought I was going to be a designer for the rest of my life, and I would have been so happy. Things change, you know, and so I want to, you know, take a moment and, you know, probably start following again, but seriously, thank you. Thank you. Because what you do, you are not just giving skills for a job. You're giving confidence and the freedom to design a life. Thank you.
I can't speak here. Oh, yeah. I want you to know you're full marks. You did a great job on that speech.
Can you share your name, what program you studied, and when you graduated from Spokane Colleges?
I'm Joel Barbour. I graduated in 2007. Date me here from the graphic design program at Spokane College.
What's one of your favorite memories from Spokane Colleges?
One of my favorite memories, I mean, it's got to be like the portfolio show, like this big build up. Everybody's there, friends, family. I mean, that was truly like a highlight. To showcase 2 years worth of work, yeah, definitely a highlight.
How did Spokane Colleges prepare you for where you are today?
Spokane Colleges prepared me in every way. I mean, it was the foundation. The skills that I got from Spokane Colleges was the foundation that I built my entire career. So, thank you. It's what you guys have allowed me to do with my life, for my friends, my family, the people around me. I mean, it's the foundation. It's everything.
Last one, what's one piece of advice you give students just starting this fall?
Piece of advice for students starting this fall is like, man, don't take it so serious. Don't sweat the small stuff. You know, it really matters. What you're doing matters. Don't get caught up in the little things. I mean, you're fully capable. Have that confidence, knowing you're capable. You're going to be out the other side a changed person if you put in effort. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Yeah, we really, thanks for making the whole try.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, it's Jared.
I'm Sharon.
Jared, nice to meet you.
Hey Joel, my name's Nate.
Nate, nice to meet you. Happy to meet you.
Thanks for dropping the first F-bomb ever here.
Somebody had to do it. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Challenges at the beginning, they always turn out good.
Yeah.